Let's not kid ourselves, WWE is not about the wrestling. Sure, there's grappling suplexes and the occasional steel chair to the face, but that's just the shiny wrapping paper. What WWE really is, at its core, is the world's most bizarre soap opera, complete with melodrama, ridiculous plot twists, and people in spandex yelling into microphones. The wrestling is the hook, but the true art form lies in the storytelling. Only in WWE can you watch two grown men in neon tights spend 20 minutes throwing each other around the ring, only for it to be revealed afterward that one of them is the long-lost brother of the other, back from the dead after being buried alive in a previous storyline. It's Shakespeare meets monster trucks. Imagine if Hamlet could powerbomb Claudius through a table at the end of Act 5. WWE would definitely have booked that. Take for instance the concept of the heel, the bad guy, and the babyface, the good guy. In no other medium do these roles flip-flop so frequently. 1 minute, the audience is booing a guy because he's insulted the local sports team. Next thing you know, he's saving puppies from burning buildings, and suddenly, he's a national hero. The beauty is that none of this makes sense, and yet, in the world of WWE, it all feels totally natural. This is a universe where grudges last years, and alliances change as quickly as the audience can chant "You suck." Now, the dialogue in WWE deserves its own museum exhibit. It's not enough to simply trash-talk your opponent, you have to trash-talk them with the intensity of someone auditioning for the role of vengeful god in a mythological epic. Wrestlers yell things like, "I will break you," with a straight face, as if they're reading from a script written by a 13-year-old who just discovered action movies. And let's be real, those backstage segments, they're like scenes from a rejected soap opera. You've got wrestlers confronting each other in hallways, locker rooms, or sometimes in the middle of the catering table, throwing salad bowls like weapons. In WWE, no conversation is ever too dramatic to be interrupted by a flying sandwich. One of the greatest WWE storylines of all time has to be the one where a wrestler, the Undertaker, was thrown off the top of a cage in a match and supposedly died, only to show up on TV 2 weeks later, alive and more angry than ever. In the WWE universe, death is less of a permanent state and more of an inconvenient sabbatical. Need a break? Get written off by being buried alive or thrown off something high? Need a comeback? Just walk out of the smoke and flames like you're emerging from a 2-week spa vacation. The absurdity doesn't stop there. WWE has introduced us to characters like the Fiend, a demonic entity with a lantern made out of his own head, don't ask. Then there's Kane, a giant man who, according to WWE lore, is the brother of the Undertaker and once burned down his family's funeral home. Because in WWE, arsonist-mortician family drama is a perfectly valid backstory for a professional athlete. But perhaps the most entertaining thing about WWE is how seriously it takes itself. Yes, the audience knows it's all scripted, but the sheer conviction with which wrestlers throw themselves into their roles is commendable. It's like watching someone do community theater with the energy of a Broadway star. Except instead of Hamlet contemplating the meaning of life, you've got John Cena giving a heartfelt speech about how he's going to destroy his opponent's hopes, dreams, and possibly their furniture collection. And let's not forget the crowd. WWE audiences are as much a part of the spectacle as the wrestlers themselves. They chant, boo, and cheer with a passion that could rival any sports crowd, and they do it knowing full well that the outcome of the match was decided backstage 2 hours ago. But they don't care. They live for the drama, for the moments when the hero triumphs or the villain gets their comeuppance, only to have it all reset next week for a fresh start. In the end, WWE isn't just about the wrestling. It's a universe where the rules of logic are optional, where revenge plots are settled with chokeslams, and where the phrase normal behavior doesn't even exist. It's a place where grown men and women in bright costumes perform live theater for an audience that wants nothing more than to escape into this wild, unpredictable soap opera for a few hours. And for that, WWE is truly the greatest and weirdest show on earth. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.